Ho, 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 ho!
Oh my goodness! Can you believe it?
It's
It is
Merry Christmas Live!
Merry Christmas Live on YouTube with Bob Baker and Pooki Lee!
Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Oh, look at that. The chat is already going crazy.
So festive today, right?
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
We've got our festive background. I got the Santa hat. Pookie's got her adorable antlers and the, what do you call that?
It's a little poncho.
The little Christmas poncho.
Christmas poncho.
And then we got a little, let's talk about who is Keone wearing on the red carpet?
Who's Keone wearing?
Yeah.
It's not Gucci.
But he is wearing. It's hard because we got his new sleigh bed there,
Right?
but he's also
Isn't that
wearing
adorable?
but you can't really see his sweater. Can you just lift him up for a second so we
Okay.
can get the adorableness?
Okay, come on, mister. Everybody
Oh,
wants to-
and he's got a Christmas bow tie on.
All right, let's see. Just show everybody how cute you are. Oh, it's his little bow tie. This was a gift from Tracy.
Oh,
And he's got his little reindeer jacket on. Isn't it cute?
it's adorable. So Dublin, Tracy?
Yes,
Oh,
Dublin
she
Tracy.
sent that in her care package like
did.
a year.
It has a little scarf that goes with it. However, we put the little reindeer jacket on him, but we put the bow tie on him because it's just so cute.
That's
so
awesome.
doggone cute.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. So glad that you could join us here. Yes, we could have, skipped it and said, "Oh, no, we shouldn't do one on Christmas Day."
Yeah,
but
but who would be watching us on Christmas Day? Who would actually come? Everybody would be like opening presents and doing all crazy kinds of things like that. And the reality of it is, some of you are so. This is on your schedule. It's
That's
on our
right.
schedule too. And we're like, no, we're going to do it. And you know what? We're going to do it on New Year's Day too. Can you believe it?
we're going to do it at the same time on New Year's Day, right?
So we can help you nurse your hangover. No, you don't do
No hangovers.
no hangover.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the attendance will be like on New Year's Day.
It's going to
but-
be beautiful. Anyhow, we're here to inspire and to bring a message of hope and love and goodwill and unity.
Oh God,
and,
yes,
Yeah, and what better day than today, right?
that's great. Yeah, I mean, what better way to celebrate with your global family? And just in case you're wondering, like we're not avoiding anything in our own personal lives. Pookie got together with her sons last night.
Right.
My daughter's coming over this afternoon, and we're going to be spending,
We're avoiding Christmas.
yeah, not at all.
Can you
So,
imagine?
every
Who
now-
does that?
Every now and then somebody will say, "Come on, you guys, you need to take a rest, give it a rest." But no, this is part of who we are. You're part of our family, and so I feel compelled to do this with you all.
Absolutely. It's great. It's fantastic to be here.
So
Wouldn't want to be anyplace else.
So the format's going to be very different today. It's going to be very celebratory, and unlike usual, we discussed it. And instead of doing all original songs, we're actually just going to go ahead and take the plunge, and we're going to do a lot of Christmas songs in our own unique way.
Yeah.
So one last time I'm hearing some Christmas music, and yeah. So let's. In fact, why don't you? Are we still going to do? You still want to do a little centering thing here on Christmas morning?
Well, let's just connect us together.
Okay, and I'm going to put my
All right, well,
guitar
Bob's
together
doing
here.
that. But what I also want to do is recognize some people in the chat. We've got people here for, let's see, I think Roger Hyduck maybe has just commented for the very first time.
First time, no way.
First time commenting. I know that Roger's watched the Sunday morning lives before, but I think this is the first time he's ever commented. So everybody say hello to Roger Hyduck, a really good friend of mine here in St. Louis, Missouri. And you know what? I know that he's watching with his dad and his wife, which is a very good friend, my bestie, Trish Hyduck. So thank you for watching this morning. It's so wonderful. And Rod, his dad. Rod has become somewhat like a little bit of a casual visitor coming once in a while to see us. It's so good. So we're hoping that we bring you a message that inspires hope and love, and yeah. And so one thing that we like to do together is just like synchronize our like our hearts together, and we do this through the breath. We just breathe together. It's so easy. Did you know something so easy as breathing together could connect us? Well, actually, we're already connected, but it brings our awareness of our divine connection one to another in the sacred breath. So as we think of these magical moments of peace on earth and goodwill towards all men, that means every being on the planet, all men, goodwill towards all men. As we have these thoughts in our hearts, we want to connect one to another and create this gigantic web of love, of life, of Christmas, of holy times, of celebration through this beautiful breath. So we're going to breathe in Mary. Mary, 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 Mary. We're going to breathe in that merriment. And we're going to exhale joy into the world. Joy and peace. How's that? So we're going to breathe in merriment. We're going to exhale joy and peace into the world. And we're going to do it 3 times. Oh, I put up 4 fingers. Let's do it like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, ready? Are you ready? Let's begin. Breathing in merriment. And releasing joy and peace in the world. Again, breathing in merriment, that feeling of merry. And releasing joy and peace into the world. And one last time, breathing in merriment. And blessing our beautiful earth with joy and peace through our sacred exhale. We put our hands on our hearts. Maybe squiggle a little bit if you feel like it. Because we're so happy and so delighted that we get to share our love with one another today through the sacred breath, through the breath of love. Yeah. Wow. I can feel the Christmas spirit.
It's alive and well in the chat, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this. So many beautiful people. So many people that we love so much.
Oh my gosh. Look, Deanne, thank you very much for sending us a little gift there. A super chat. Wow. Happy holidays. She says, everyone, it's just me and Angel today due to the weather. Yeah, you're near. She's not too far from Buffalo. Where they really got hammered with the snow.
Yeah, some places in our country really got a lot of snow.
So grateful to be here with you this morning. Oh, we're so happy that you're here too.
Yeah. So for all of you that are snowed in, here we are celebrating with you.
Stay tuned, Deanne, and a number of you who are in the chat, because we're going to do a really quick a year in review of some highlights from the past year, and a lot of you here will see your photos in these when those of you who we met in person in particular.
That's gonna be fun.
So this is great. Just going to say hi to there's Cherie. Oh my God, Mercy, Melanie, Leanne, Melody is here. We got Red Apple,
many people
Elizabeth,
that we know.
Nita, Lone Star, Louie. We got Debbie and Vijay, Carlene, Samantha.
Oh,
Yay.
Samantha, it's good to see you again.
Clara, Genevieve. See, this is the perfect example of why we do this. Genevieve says, I don't have relatives here or any dinner invitations, so this morning you all are my adopted Christmas morning family gathering.
We love that. We'll be your family, Genevieve. You bet.
Absolutely. And it's funny, you just quickly mentioned Roger and Trish, and look at all the greetings. Look at the hello Rogers is going crazy there.
Everybody's.
That's awesome.
I know, because it's so amazing. Isn't it interesting? People, we all just want to be seen. Mm-hmm. Something powerful happens for us when we're seen. When someone sees us and acknowledges us, there's something that happens within us that ignites a spark within us, and allows us. It gives us that feeling, that a validation, like that we matter, and you do matter, And that's why we say all these names on the YouTube when we're here in our YouTube live, because we want to acknowledge you. We want you to know that we see you, and that you're more than just a group of people that are watching a video. You're people that we love and we care about. And when I see some of these names, I know some things that are happening in your life right now, because we're that close. And even though we've never met, I know that Melanie's going through a lot right now, right? And many of you. And so we're here because we love you and because you matter to us, and this is important to us. And we're thankful that you're here with us. And if you are alone today, whether by choice or circumstance or not choice, we want you to know that we're here for you and that we would love to be your family, someone that you can rely on that will show up for you when you need somebody, And I think that the powerful thing is that we can show up for you when you need someone because Bob's done such an amazing job with the YouTube channel that when you're feeling a little lost or lonely or just a little unsettled in yourself, that you can go to the channel and you can find affirmations that can help you in that moment. So it's really, really powerful. And thank you everyone here for being here and for making a contribution to our lives in a really big way. And that we hope that in some way we have brought some joy and some laughter and some love and some healing into your life too.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Pooki. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask you a favor.
Yeah.
All of my music is in the other room where we went over it a little while ago. Could you grab that stack of...
Good, and I'll get a tissue while I'm doing it.
Grab a tissue and the lyrics and chords and all that stuff for the songs that we're going to do. But I left it in there. I just want to highlight and also just thank Lisa, Tina. Let's see here. There's Christy Davis. Let's see, Mary Rose is here. Farina, Anne. I think I mentioned Clara earlier. Susanna is Corey, Elizabeth. Who else there? I'm going to go to some of the more recent ones here that have come in. There's Nancy and Yvette. All right. So many familiar faces. I'm so glad that you could tune in. And I know everybody, like I said, some of you, like Pooki mentioned, maybe won't have immediate family plans and so this is a welcome thing where you can experience Christmas with your family. Sometimes some of you maybe, I think was mentioned earlier, somebody's multitasking or we might be on in the background while you're doing things with your family, and that's fine. Whatever your situation is, we're glad that you're joining us and making us a part of your morning.
Yeah.
Here. So let's see here. So I think we have a number of songs here, so I think we should jump into the first one.
Okay, let's do it.
This is a song that our friend this is a classic old-timey Christmas song, but we're doing a version. I was inspired by our friend Riley Madison.
She's amazing.
We visited her and her husband Clay actually back in May.
Hey, and if you're looking for an alternative Christmas track this morning, go to Riley Madison, RYLEE.
Mm-hmm.
Madison. She has a Christmas album that is just adorable.
Yeah, a lot
You'll
of great
love
songs
it.
on
A
it.
lot of great original music.
And I think you can find it on Spotify and Apple and all those places.
My cup must be green.
It is blending into the background. So, and by the way, that background is actually from last year when we have this corner of one of our rooms, our fireplace room, we call it, where we set up all of the Christmas knickknacks and our small tree.
And this is from Bob's childhood.
Yeah, a lot of these are.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but yeah, many of them I've had since I was
from
young.
His mama.
When I was a kid, and
Yeah.
so that's the way my mom is still with us in the ornaments that we shared together.
We love you.
Mm-hmm. We do indeed. So this is our version of Deck the Halls. It's an arrangement by Riley. Here we go. First song.
Okay, let's do it. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 dee da. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 dee da. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 dee da. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 dee da, fa la 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 dee da. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 dee da. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 dee da. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 dee da. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 dee da, fa la 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 dee da. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 dee da. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 dee da. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 dee da. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 dee da, fa la 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 dee da. You love it? Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 dee da. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 dee da. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 dee da. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 dee da, fa la 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 dee da, fa la 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 dee da, fa la 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 dee da.
That was good.
That is so fun.
Well, actually, we never did never did put it on reverb.
Okay, there you
So,
go.
yeah.
It was good. It was amazing. It was awesome. And that's what we sound like in real life.
Without any reverb.
No AI here.
There might be some later. You never know. I would have mentioned. I didn't even tell you about this, Pookie. But there is it's Christmas, and we have a gift for you. What I did is by the way, let me highlight this first. Christy Davis, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Christy.
So blessed. Thank you, Bob and Pookie. We appreciate that. Thank you
do.
very much. That is very sweet of you. A lot of comments have come in during that song. Melody says, we're all clapping here.
Yeah, baby.
Y'all just made the sunshine. Let's see. Here's the heart smiles. Fantastic. Just going to be popping in and woohoo. I can hear you.
Mary Pugmas.
Mary Pugmas from Floki.
Oh, that's so cute. I want to say Leanne said something about when I said it's not Gucci. You know what she said? She says, it's Poochie.
Poochie.
I thought that was cute, Leanne.
Oh, Poochie is okay. Like the dog. Okay.
It's not Gucci. It's Poochie.
That's hilarious. Thank you for that. Fa la 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 la. Dance. Jacob's jamming there. Love this song.
Hey, Jacob. Hi, Clara.
That's awesome. And so here's what I did. You know how we're not doing there are no affirmations unless we're going to make some up on the spot. But you know how we usually have affirmations, and I have a little graphic up there with the affirmations of the week based on the theme of that week. Well, what I did is I took a bunch of them and put them into a document. There's 5 pages with 2 of those affirmations from previous months on them. So it's a total of 10. It's printable. So there's a PDF. There's a direct link to it. Absolutely free. You don't have to sign in or sign up or pay. It's totally yours.
It's a gift.
It goes to a Google Drive. So it's like a PDF that you can download and print off. And you can cut out those and paste them around your house or whichever ones speak to you. But that's our Christmas gift to you.
Put them in your kids' lunch.
And there's a link right down below.
Does anybody do that anymore? Does anybody make lunches? I don't know. It's
I don't
been so
know.
long since I have kids.
It's probably a different version of it. It's probably a digital lunch. Maybe they're eating digital food now.
No, they're not eating digital food, babe. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
So I'll remind you about that later. But so it's in the description of this video. Figure out how to be able to view that, and again, download that and print them off. And if they help you, then it's our little Christmas gift to you. Let's see here. Oh, so even though a lot of you kind of know what Christmas is, I thought I would do some little Christmas history. I was kind of curious myself, and you mentioned AI. Last week, I highlighted this thing called Chat GPT. Do I have everything here?
Yes,
I do. And so I actually went to this Chat GPT thing. I'm not going to explain what it is and take up the time to do that, but Google it if you're not sure what it is. And I asked it, I said, give me a summary of the history of Christmas. And I also did a similar one of give me a history or a summary of the history of Santa. And so I just thought we would do this little overview, because sometimes we forget where these things come from, where these traditions come from. And so this is, again, just a very brief overview I just thought it was fascinating to kind of remind ourselves how these things have evolved. And so, if you don't mind me doing this, here we go. Christmas is a holiday that commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ. It is traditionally celebrated by Christians around the world on December 25th, although the exact date of Jesus' birth is not known. The origins of Christmas can be traced back to ancient pagan celebrations, such as the Roman festival of Saturnalia. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and the winter solstice celebrations of the Norse and other northern European cultures. These celebrations were characterized by feasting, gift giving, and the decoration of homes and public spaces with evergreen plants.
Interesting.
Did you know that? Some of this I kind of knew, but I have to be reminded, Over time, Christmas evolved and became associated with the Christian faith. In the 4th century, the Christian church designated December 25th as the official date of the birth of Jesus, although it's not clear why this particular date was chosen, according to this chat GPT. It is thought that the date was chosen to coincide with and replace existing pagan celebrations in an effort to spread the Christian faith and convert
That's probably
pagans
it.
to Christianity.
That's probably why.
So it is amazing that it's really it's like 4 days from the actual winter solstice,
right.
Which was already a celebration in many cultures, especially in Northern Europe.
Right.
So as Christmas became more widespread, it began to be celebrated in different ways around the world. In many countries, Christmas traditions have developed over the centuries, including the exchange of gifts, the decoration of the Christmas trees, and the singing of carols. In some countries, the holiday is also marked by the attendance at church services, sharing special meals with family and friends. Over the years, Christmas also became more secular of a holiday, with many people celebrating it as a time of joy, generosity, and celebration, regardless of their religious beliefs. And today, Christmas is celebrated by people of many different religions and cultures around the world, and it continues to be a time of great importance and significance for many people. Mm-hmm. That's what I tend to focus on. Is that... Yeah, that it is that we kind of watched a silly movie the other night that kind of spoke to that. The movie was silly, but there was a message in there that was that the spirit of Christmas is what's unique about it. Mm-hmm. It's that special time of the year when people do tend to
where we look, like peace on earth is a big theme, and it really that message comes forward at Christmas time. Our relationship one to another really becomes into focus, the gift giving. It's a beautiful celebration. And I think that many things are adopted from many different cultures. Like when you really begin to dive down into indigenous cultures, into traditions of other countries and whatnot, you find that it's all very, very, very similar. Mm-hmm. That there really isn't anything new under the sun. Right. And, there are some that would debate that we've been here as long as we've been here, but there is evidence, and they're trying to hide it, and I don't know why, but there's evidence that we were on the planet 60,000 years ago. They found bones that they've been able to carbon date in Australia that are 60,000 years old. So what does that say? There's a whole bunch that we still don't know, So we're all babies walking through this whole thing. We're baby. The United States is a baby country, We're 200 years old. My God, I was just in Japan. I walked into buildings that were older than this country as far as being born as the United States, right? Anyhow, all that aside.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're here to celebrate the spirit of Christmas.
Absolutely. The spirit of Christmas.
And there's just a little bit on Santa Claus, and I'll probably save these other fun facts for a little bit later.
Santa Claus is where it's at.
That is. Santa Claus. There's also from Chat GPT. Santa Claus, also known as Father Christmas, Saint Nicholas, Kris Kringle, or simply Santa, is a figure in many different cultures who's associated with the celebration of Christmas. In the modern day, Santa Claus is typically depicted as a jolly old man with a white beard, red suit, and black boots who brings gifts to children on Christmas Eve with the reindeer. Oh, interesting story. I took Keone out in our backyard. It's so cold. We put the little sweater on him, and he doesn't stay a lot out there because it's like single digits. Anyway, we go out. There's snow, the small amount of snow fell here, and we live in an area where there are a lot of deer. We often see deer in our neighborhoods of all types, but it surprised both of us this morning when this buck came running by and jumped over the fence right when I had taken him outside. And this was a good-sized deer with the antlers and all that. So I said, "A reindeer in our backyard on Christmas morning."
Day, I know. Wow.
So that was really good. That was really cool to see on Christmas morning. Floki, thank you very much for that super chat.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Floki.
Hope everyone has a great day.
You're such a pug.
You are such a pug. Poochie.
You're a Poochie
Like
pug.
wearing some Poochie. I hope I didn't miss anybody saying anything. So thank you so much. Can you share that? The document again is in the description of this video. So I didn't put it in the chat. I can try to put it in the chat later, but all you gotta do is expand. Look at the description under this video that you're watching now, and the link is right there to get those printable affirmations. Back to Santa Claus. The modern-day image of Santa Claus is believed to have evolved from a variety of different sources, including the Dutch legend of Sinterklaas, the British figure of Father Christmas, and the American figure Kris Kringle. The image of Santa as we know it today is largely a product, you'll love this, Pooki, of the Coca-Cola Company's marketing campaigns in the 1930s.
Oh my gosh!
Which featured a jolly red-suited Santa Claus in its advertisement. In recent centuries, the celebration of Christmas has become more commercialized, with the holiday being associated with the exchange of gifts and the sale of holiday-themed products. Many people also enjoy participating in holiday traditions such as decorating Christmas trees, baking cookies, sending holiday cards. Despite these more modern elements, the holiday continues to be a time of great importance and significance for many people around the world. It is often marked by acts of generosity and kindness toward others. So
yeah, that's the best part of the Christmas spirit.
Best part of waking up.
Toward men, all men, right? How can we be more giving? How can we be more loving? You know, it's a great time to look at those things, you know, and to really, like, you know, and there are a lot of family gatherings and things like that. Maybe people that you haven't seen throughout the entire year. This is the time of year where people come together where they haven't been together all year long. And, you know, we've all just gone through something in the last few years where we were kind of isolated from each other. And this is almost like the first Christmas where we were able to actually be with one another and celebrate and share. So...
Absolutely. Yeah, there's so many wondrous things in there.
Yeah.
I like this, what Crystal said, that reindeer was looking for friends because he's now retired from helping Santa last night.
That's right.
He looked a little tired.
Well, we're definitely friends, for sure. See?
So we're going to do another classic Christmas song here. So normally over the years, Pooki and I have done this many times during the holidays. And she actually has dances Hawaiian hula dancing to it. She's kind of limited in space here, so you might be limited to your hands, right?
Yep.
But she's gonna be, and which is the hula is really the hands are the most important part of it anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, right? So we're gonna do this classic song. And there may be a few surprises along the way, but we won't give that away. What could possibly happen? So we're definitely going to need some reverb. No, not for you.
Oh, okay.
For them, it'll be a surprise.
All right.
All right, here we go. Classic Christmas song, Watch the Hula Hands. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. And I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. So you know, it's not every Sunday morning that you tune into our live stream and see a a woman with antlers on doing some hula hands to a white Christmas. It's also not every day you hear someone like that being accompanied by a guy that grew up listening to the Elvis Presley Christmas album. But that's what you got here this morning. Well, I am dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Oh, and may all your Christmases be white, and may all your Christmases be white.
That was so fun. That was fun.
Gotta get a little of my Elvis on this morning.
That's right. Gotta get a little hula out there. Yeah, hula.
Pooki must make some classes online.
I know, right? Well, actually, funny that you would say that. I just got back from Japan, and this is something that my mother is dedicated her whole life to, is the hula. And so I will be making some classes online. And would love for you to come and learn hula with me. Wouldn't that be fun?
You are going to do that?
I am going to do that.
It's been talked about for a while now.
Well, we've tried it many times, right? But we've finally figured out the formula. You know, because you have to remember, we talk about this all the time here. It's like sometimes when you want to create something, you make a choice or a decision that doesn't get you the outcome that you wanted. It's not a failure. It's just a choice that got you an unexpected outcome. So I've had a lot of unexpected outcomes in trying to bring the hula forward to assist my mother in her vision, in her mission here on the planet, right, what she's dedicating her life to. And I do want to help her, right, because it's my mom, and hula is very, very important in the world. It's very, very important. So I was just with my mom in Japan, and I think we finally have come up with the perfect formula. Now, it has to be tested, but I think it's going to work. So you'll be seeing in the new year. In fact, I've already started writing a list. Okay, I know that you guys wrote some lists.
Are you making a list and checking it twice?
Yeah, but I'm not making a Christmas list. I'm making a New Year's list. And my New Year's list is beginning to take a look at all of the things that I'm wanting to activate, create, call forth in the new year. And hula is on that list.
That's right, because you've been part of your life, your family's life, and part of your life since
I was a little baby girl. Yes, you can see my mother doing hula on YouTube. Can you believe it? She's a YouTuber too.
She's a tuber too?
Yeah, she's a YouTuber too. And her YouTube channel is Auntie Lani, Lani, Lee, Lee, just like my last name, Auntie Lani Lee. And you can go and she'll teach you hula right there. You'll get to see her. Now, the videos you'll be watching are a little older. She's a little different these days. You know, she's cuter.
She's cuter.
And sweeter.
How could she possibly get any cuter?
I know. She's so adorable now, right? Yeah.
So thank you for all those comments about the White Christmas Elvis version that we just did. Appreciate that. A lot of thumbs up for the hula class, Pooki. So you might have a built-in audience here.
All right, we can hula together.
That's right. So and that might be part of some of our new offerings. Yeah, maybe that'll be part of some aspect of what we're doing.
Who knows?
In the new year.
It's also amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting ready to do some really scary stuff.
It's like we're calling it, we're going to be hearing this term a lot. Big, bold, bodacious goal. We're going to be encouraging you to pursue on in the new year, or actually at any time of the year, because pursuing these things in our own lives has been pretty transformational. Yes. And next week we're going to be next Sunday on New Year's day, we're going to be we should be offering something that will help you do that. A guide that we're putting the finishing touches on. That'll be a freebie too.
Yeah.
All right. That's right, Nita. It's always a good day to watch some Elvis, on
always a good
Elvis
day.
movie or something. All right, here we go. So I want to do a little. We're going to do this in two parts because I've got like 32 photos. I just want to do a quick, and we're not going to spend a lot of time diving in because we got a lot of songs to get to. But I just want to do like
fast.
This is going to be pretty quick. But I went through the year chronologically and highlighted some photos that were things that were just before we just launched into the new year. We talked about this last week too, looking back before moving forward. I just want to highlight some of the things that we did this year. And admittedly, Pooki, you did a lot more things. You did a lot more travel. So I don't have, of course, every one of your travels represented here, but I do have a number of them.
Only kidding.
And
Pooki,
so
keep track of that.
I was also focusing on people who might see themselves in these photos.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna start off. I believe this was February. So let me pull this up, make sure. There we go. So in like early February, we stayed for the first time in this Airbnb in Magnet, Indiana. Remember, it was like really cold there.
It was really cold.
And you've heard us talk about this before. It was on the banks of the Ohio River in southern Indiana. And our friends and Anthony and his family came and joined us for a dinner. And his wife Nicole was pregnant at the time, and now they have this beautiful baby.
Oh, beautiful baby.
Yep.
We went back to see them again. We love that place so much.
But that's from February when they came and joined us for a dinner, and that I think we wrote some songs then, and as we often do. So that was one of our first adventures or trips in the new year. Again, I'm going to go through the first half of the year, and then we're going to sing a song and then come back to this. So let's see what's up next. Here we go. Yeah, this is I want to add this because I'm kind of like I'm glad that we're doing this. We joined around this time of the year, February, March. We joined Weight Watchers.
Yep.
And don't mind. We needed some help, and Pooki wanted to join Weight Watchers in particular because of the in-person meetings, right? And they and I think I've actually grooved on them even as much or if not more than you you have. And in fact we go twice a week now. There's two different coaches. This is Paul. He does Friday mornings, and then Bonnie does Wednesday morning. And we go to two different meetings. It's like 5 minutes from our house. And when you reach certain weight loss increments, they give you a little award. So that was an award.
We both reached some little new
new lows on the scale.
Yeah, on the scale. It was good.
And so I wanted to highlight that because that was a new thing that we added this year that I'm grateful for.
And I just want to say to everyone who might say, "Hey, Pooki, what are you doing in Weight Watchers? You don't need to lose any weight." I don't need to lose any weight. You're correct. I'm not taking Weight Watchers to lose weight. I'm taking it to bring awareness around my eating habits and my eating style so that I can transform that. So, yeah. So I just wanted to say that just in case. Yeah, just eat more.
She doesn't even need to lose. Yeah,
I don't need to lose any weight.
I could stand to lose.
That's probably the only award I'm ever going to get. I mean, I think I lost 5 pounds or something. But.
So thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
I highlighted this, Melody. I hope that you're still there. And so this, this to me, this demonstrates it's the official birth of Bob's Comedy Corner and the rise of Shudubiwa.
Right, the rise of Shudubiwa, and that's Floki the pug. Just in case you're wondering. And
that's right.
Melody.
So I think they are. They must be right here live in the chat. That's a great photo too.
It is great.
And so, but I really appreciate the humor and being that comic aspect of me is a pretty big part of my history and who I am. One of my values, and so the fact that you've embraced that segment here on Sundays and that the Shudubiwa became a thing is really satisfying.
It's really a thing for Bob. It's great.
So that happened all this year. I think the first one was around February too.
Okay.
So thank you for doing that. Let's see what we got. Oh, and then in April, Pooki goes to Mexico and Guatemala.
Oh my goodness, a trip of a lifetime.
I think I only have. And what is this in Palenque?
This is in Palenque.
And that's one of the ancient ruins, right?
No, this is not in Palenque. Pardon me. This is. Oh no, this is in Palenque.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the ancient ruins in Mexico, and powerful ceremonies that we did there. I was on a pilgrimage to enact the prophecy of the condor, eagle, and the quetzal. And it's when the unification of the human family. So it was North America coming together with South America, and recognizing each of us as family, as beloved family, and that is for us all over the world. We are. And so there will be more trips in this that will span other places in the world, other continents, to make those connections to actually do it. Yep.
So, Carlene, you said that's where y'all recorded my favorite song. I'm assuming you're talking about the Indiana location. What song was that? Because we actually went there twice this year.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know what that is. And then Melanie says, she says, I use that tote all the time. Love it. So I'm glad that you're still here to see that.
That's great.
Yeah. And then there's another group shot
That's a
from
group
that.
shot.
Was that is that taken also in Mexico? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It sure was beautiful. So those are the people that we were traveling together from Mexico to Guatemala, and we stopped at 4 sacred sites and did ceremony in each one.
That's a big group.
It's a big group.
And you all traveled to the
a lot of there was only 6 of us that came from the north, 7 that came from the north, and then the balance of them were from Mexico, Guatemala, and Peru.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
That's awesome. Let's keep it rolling along. Oh, then in May we went to an Airbnb near outside of Nashville, and I have 2 photos from that. These are our dear friends Fett and Nancy,
Yeah,
who we
we
hadn't
love them.
seen in for 2 or 3 years because of COVID, and got together with them outside of a Starbucks. They're just outside of Nashville, and then we met with them on our way to our Nashville meetup, and there's some of our beautiful
Our Nashville peeps. Yeah, that was great.
musical friends. And speaking of babies, Danica, their second from the left, she had a baby since
A baby girl.
Since-
her and Jeb.
Yeah.
Her husband is to her. Well, I guess it's to the right as you're looking at the.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And
it was
other
beautiful.
friends. So that was the first of a number of meetups and events that we had throughout the year. But that was wonderful. Let's see what's next. Because I can't see what's. Oh yeah. And then we went to what was it called?
Nauvoo.
Nauvoo.
Right? And we met with some Native American elders and held ceremony there. It was really, really beautiful. In fact, yeah, really powerful experience to be with grandmother Susan.
She's
and
in the yellow
Sabina
there. Yeah.
And Laura Saw. Yeah, and just and Daryl, just beautiful, beautiful time.
And I think that's the Mississippi River behind us.
It is the Mississippi
It was
River.
right at the connection of it was what do you call it? Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri all meet in this area there.
Converge in that area,
And
right?
so that was very.
Tri-states.
That was early June, I believe. And then let's see here. And I know you did World Unity Week, which I don't have any photos of that because it was an online event. That was a big thing that you did in June.
Right.
And then we started like this high vibe tribe thing was starting to emerge during this period. And there's a group of us here in the St. Louis area. You can tell
I
Pooki
know
and
2 of them are in the chat right
yeah,
now.
Jacob and Cherie. Yeah, they're there. And
I
then
don't think Cecilia is here.
yeah. Stacy. But yeah, so we met in a park, I think, around June, as this high vibe tribe thing was starting to evolve. It's still evolving. And then so that was wonderful. And then of course, and then we actually had an official high vibe. We did a couple of high vibe tribe events.
Locally.
Locally. And the thing is, we don't know what role, if any, they're going to play in the new year. It was an idea that came up, and we loved, and we're still evaluating whether that fits into what we're going to be doing. But we had a wonderful time at both of these events. That was the first one that we did back in, I think, in June. And so that was lovely. And there you see Cherie is in that photo.
And Jacob.
Jacob's there too. I don't know, probably no one else who might be in the chat.
I
Although
don't think so.
Dave
is normally
Dave
here.
Blankenship, yeah, he's up in the back
He's
row
probably
there.
busy. It's Christmas.
Yeah, you're allowed to pass today.
Yeah,
if you
right.
can't make it.
Of course, you're allowed to pass every day.
Let's see. And let me see. Let me go on here. And then we did a bunch of things on Zoom, and I just want to acknowledge that. So we have our monthly Patreon calls with Zoom. We did 3 different Turbocharge Your Life programs throughout the year. There were a number of Zoom calls related to those programs. So there's that. Whoops. Hang on a second. So who's in the chat? We got Crystal there. Donna might be here. Cherie. There's Jacob again. Deanne. Samantha. Debbie. Nita.
Yep, they're all here.
They're all here, or there were in the chat. And also it's another one. And I think in June we did a birthday Zoom party, right?
Right.
And so we love those Zoom calls, even though we love we love most meeting people in person, but this is
That's
the next best thing. And you see a lot of familiar faces there too. In that one, see Holly's there, and Jennifer. There's Lisa. Yeah, all such a cool people. And then I continue to do improv classes on Zoom. They're kind of sporadic, but they, I mean, I don't have a regular set schedule, but I try to do 1 or 2 Zoom improv classes a month. And you can see Cherie, Holly, Dee Dee, Deanne, part of the YouTube family, have been attending those improv classes.
So funny, silly kids.
It's so great to see all of them like come alive. Especially Holly, I don't think she's with us because it's like 2 or 3 in the morning in,
Right.
in Australia where she is. But she comes from a very like analytical background, and to see her just cut loose, and she's really extremely witty. I mean, so all of them are, all of you are, but it's just like so out of character just to see her,
Right.
be silly.
I know, it's so fun. It's so fun.
I love it, and so thank you for for all these Zoom opportunities that we had. And then speaking of improv classes, this year we started bringing back I started bringing back in-person improv classes, including a music-based one where we make up lyrics and songs on the spot. And this was a really well-attended one that we did back in May. I think everybody had like cabin fever, was wanting to get out.
Right, it was time.
This is actually a really big class. The others are a little smaller.
And there's Jacob.
Oh, there's Jacob there. Yeah. Is there too. So he's an ever-present. He's omnipresent in St. Louis.
We love Jacob.
In a lot of our activities.
Absolutely.
And so that was, I'm blessed that I could continue to do.
See what would happen if you lived in St. Louis?
Oh, I know. Or you visited us, yeah. We got photos of those, some of those. And then, I also did a first improv show in June for the first time in a long time. There's the cast from that show that we did back in St. Louis in June.
Funny stuff.
That was a blast.
Funny stuff.
And then there's a couple more here. Oops. And then one of my favorite highlights of 2022 was our July weekend.
Oh, that was so fun.
That we did. And there's the group of lovely people. A number
Many of them are in the chat right now.
in the chat right now. Yeah, so we got to meet them in person and we got to hang out and
fun.
bond.
3 days of bliss.
Yeah, or 2.5 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really. It started off on a Friday. Yeah, night, full day on Saturday, like half a day on Sunday.
Although we talking about half a day.
Oh no, Sunday we went to
this midnight. I'm sure.
You're right. It was 2.5 days.
It was 3 days.
It's 3 days.
I'm right. 3 days.
Let's just say 4 days. But that was wonderful, and then that was taken on the Saturday, and then this was Sunday morning. Because we live streamed live from the Center for Spiritual Living where this took place, and they were all part of that.
Happy faces.
I know, and
Candace has since had her baby.
That's right. There's a third person that's had given birth.
Had a baby. All these little babies coming out now.
So that's amazing. So I'm going to stop there, and then after the song, we're going to come back and do the second half of the year, a walk down memory lane.
All right.
That's right. You're right, Crystal. You got to meet Clara and Debbie, and
that's right.
And we shared those photos, and so we encourage that too. Connect with each other. Send us photos when you meet.
Yeah, and let us know in the chat where you are in the world, and that way, if somebody there is near you, somebody here is where you are, you can connect, and because like sometimes let's face it, people. The world doesn't see the world. Most of the people in the world walking around the planet don't see the world the way that we see it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it can get a little discouraging out there if you don't have support. Have somebody to share your ideas with and can keep you on a positive flow. So many people are so ready to go into the negative. I mean, if you start off in a negative, so many people are ready to go down that road with you. But who in your life will hear you talking about something negative and turn your butt around and point you in a positive direction? Well, pretty much anybody here that's listening to the messages that we share, and so then when you guys get to connect with each other, you get to connect with someone who's like-minded, somebody who's going to help to keep you raised up and lifted. And my gosh, it's so important right now, right? Because people are struggling with all kinds of things, and it's okay. Struggle is a part of the life process. It's a part of our growth process, right? How we move through that struggle is the most important thing. Mm-hmm. And when you have love and support and you have somebody cheering you on and somebody seeing the best in you and the best for you, oh my gosh, it just changes the struggle in so many ways, right? Yeah.
And we're going to be creating more opportunities for that, to experience that community online and off, or especially online for sure, and then we'll see how what opportunities we can create in person too.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
My
another.
favorite.
Let's do another one here. This is a Hawaiian
ready?
Christmas classic.
All right.
And I don't know if you want to. You let me know if how many verses we're gonna do, so I know when we come to the end of it.
Well, I heard the magic number is always 3.
3. It sounds like a good magic number to me.
The third time's a charmer. Okay, everybody sing along. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say a Merry Christmas to you. Did you like that? Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say a Merry Christmas to you. Okay, sing this time. Here we go. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Oh, yes. That's the island greeting that we'll send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say a Merry Christmas, a very, very, very Merry Christmas, to say a Merry, very, Merry Christmas to you and you. Get a little Aloha Christmas in there.
We did it.
Yay, of course we did it. We're always doing it.
We can't help but do it.
We can't help but do it. We love to do it. Who would we be if we didn't do it? Oh, I don't even want to think about that.
That's so funny. Lisa says, best Christmas ever. That's amazing.
So good. So good. Mele Kalikimaka. And so in Hawaii, many people think that I was born in Hawaii. I wasn't. I lived there as an adult, but I was conceived in Hawaii, and then my family was in the military, and so we ended up going and being stationed in Florida. So I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And so for my whole life, I've traveled all over the country. I love winter. I love snow. I love all the cold. And I've spent time in Hawaii at Christmas time, and it feels weird to me. It feels weird because in colder states, on a day like today, people, it's cold outside. Everybody comes inside. We all gather around the fire. We all cook food, and everybody's like in the house. The kids are like playing downstairs in the basement, and all the adults are upstairs, and everybody's in the house, and it's a real time of gathering and being together. But in Hawaii, it's different. It's like the kids open up their presents. They're gone. They're out out in the street playing on their skateboards or doing whatever, going to the beach and all kinds of things. It's a very, very different experience. So I love the Christmas snowy, the cold. I love the congregating. I love all of us being together in the same place. I love that. But I'm a community person. I love people. I love being with people.
Really?
I do.
I'm just learning this about you.
Really?
I never knew.
I can't believe that, babe.
After 17 years. That's right.
I know, right?
We celebrated 17 years on Monday.
Oh my gosh,
Last Monday,
17.
on the 19th.
Wow. That's crazy, babes.
Oh, Debbie says she wasn't feeling the Christmas spirit, but now she's feeling better.
Oh, see?
Yay.
I know. Christmas it's magical. Right? It's a spirit. And actually the Christmas spirit is a spirit that we can have all year long.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
let's go to part 2 of our year in review.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start with, I believe this was August. Is this where you went to Mount Shasta?
This is where I was at Shasta.
Yeah, again.
And that is Shuni. That is Nana Shuni. She's a
Purple top on.
She's a Mayan timekeeper. She's a powerful woman in the Mayan tradition. She brings a lot of ceremony everywhere that she goes. She's actually doing ceremony right now in Guatemala and Mexico. And this is her entourage. These were the women that had traveled with her to this place, and it was just such an honor to be with her. Many ceremonies were done at Mount Shasta. It was incredible and beautiful. Powerful time.
And I know you went on a number of these different journeys that are not represented in these photos, but I thought I did catch that one, and I love that group photo there.
And I'm called to these places to pray and to bring my energy, to bring the spirit of aloha into these gatherings. So I'm so grateful. Yeah.
Oops, let's see what's next here. Oh, yeah, so then in August, we went back to that same house in southern Indiana, and there's the back view of it, and we just love that house.
We do.
And the weather was much different. Yeah, we went in February, it was really icy, kind of cold and overcast and rainy. Then we went back in August where...
Oh, there I am. I am on the deck. I am outfitting the deck so that we can go out there and play in it, because the first time that we went, it was my birthday.
That's right. We did spend your birthday there, didn't we?
We sure did.
And then here's a photo, I think maybe the last day before we hit the road, with at some point sitting on that back deck there.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh.
And you can't see it, but right in front of us, not far, is the Ohio River. It's right on the banks. But we enjoyed going there. It's a big house, three levels, and we've written songs there. We broadcast live from there, and really enjoy it. And so yeah, and it's very isolated too, so you're like away from
everything.
It's not, we don't go to these things to go to tourist attractions. We have to get away, right?
Yeah.
This was something cool. I know that Samantha's in here. So speaking of this high vibe thing, Samantha took this idea, and this actually might be probably the best reason that we did it, because Samantha started meeting with Patricia and Shanetta, just the three of them in this park, with a monthly High Vibe Tribe meetup. Since then, Samantha has taken on as run with it on primarily on her own, but this was one of their early meetings. They got the Power of Affirmations book there, and then Samantha started meeting the first Friday of every month at a Starbucks in Raleigh, North Carolina. And it's a small group that meets, but they get together, and she leads.
They bonded really well.
Yeah, she leads a discussion of her choosing, and it's a wonderful thing. So I'm really, if you're in the Raleigh, North Carolina area, every the first Friday of every month, then you can join them at that Starbucks. And I usually post those things on Meetup and Facebook as far as the actual locations. I imagine there's more than one Starbucks there. CO, thank you very much for sending that. Really appreciate that.
Oh, we do appreciate that. Thank you, CO.
Yay. Yes, thank you for.
We love CO.
Thank you for you and Andy and the pets all joining us here this morning. But so yeah, I just want to thank Samantha. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but I just love the fact that she's taken that on, and we got to meet her in our July event.
We did. It was so much fun. She's amazing.
Bright light. Let's see here as we go through the year. Oh yes, and then early October, we had a High Vibe Tribe picnic here in St. Louis.
Right. And
some of our folks, Debbie, Deanne,
Judy,
Jacob, decided to come in, but they flew back to St. Louis for the weekend.
Back to St. Louis from the East Coast just for a barbecue.
Well, just for the barbecue. They came to the barbecue, but they're friends that they made.
Barbecue incited the idea.
Yeah, and then they connected with Jacob and with Cherie, and
they went and saw Candace, and they went to the baby shower, and they did all kinds of things here. But
we all had dinner at a Mexican restaurant, one of our favorite Mexican restaurants.
That was so much fun.
And that was that. So it was great to see them come back and join us. Oh, there's Samantha there. She is here. Bestest part of 2022. High vibe awesomeness. Do come, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we appreciate you doing that, Samantha.
Absolutely.
So that was cool. So there was that was early October. October was a busy month. So that started it off, and then we went to Mexico to a resort south of Cancun for 5 days ish. That was part of the
Right.
group of people that we went there with.
That's so much fun.
Who that was a blast. I'd never been to Mexico. So many fond memories there. There's one of the peak moments. I think when
I know.
Pookie got
so,
this. Wait, with
Oh, you just
didn't
have
you
no
love that?
idea. I did love that.
Yeah.
For many years, I was like, I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that. These dolphins are in captivity. I'm not doing that. And then I just got this message from the universe. It's like, you know what? They need your love, and they need to be seen by you. And so I was like, oh, wow. I guess I'm going. And so I just loved them. That's all I could do is just love them, and I cried a lot in the water. So I offered lots of tears into their waters, and they were beautiful, magnificent beings.
As we pointed out
Yep.
when we first showed these photos after our trip there, that the people that take care of them and train them care for them deeply, and they are well taken care of. And they were, since they were born, I think they were born in captivity.
They're all born in captivity.
They were actually couldn't even survive out in the open ocean.
No,
so
no.
so they were well taken care of.
Yeah.
By people that love them and care for them.
Yeah. So they got some Pookie love. I got to give them a whole bunch of love.
That got them for
was
the rest of the
awesome.
year.
Yeah.
And then we went our Florida trip. We took up the last half of October, and we had so many wonderful experiences there. This is our first stop was at the Unity Church of Sarasota.
Right.
These are just some of the people that attended our workshop. We couldn't even get the whole group together, but that was some of the great people that we met there at Sarasota. And then the next night we invited some people to meet us at a I forgot what that place was, O'Leary's or something, down on the water. And this was another fun gathering. This is some of my highlights of the year, are the when we meet people.
I know,
You get to
right?
hang
Look at these
out.
beautiful people.
Yeah, and they're
So incredible.
and they all know us from different ways.
Donna and Mary and Claudia. Claudia was from St. Louis.
Originally, yeah, Clint, yeah,
And Bella.
yeah. So that was
And look at Keone. Isn't he cute?
And so this was just the early part of our Florida trip, and then we headed down, and then we had a nice intimate meeting with Karen.
in the room.
Is she here
She
this
is at the
morning?
top of the thing. See the K at the top?
Oh, there she is. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful house.
Karen.
So
we
we-
got to meet Karen. It was so awesome on the boardwalk where you're not allowed to have your dog, and we had our dog because we didn't know. We didn't know.
But you were allowed to have their dog at the place, though.
Right, we could have the dog at the restaurant, but we couldn't have the dog on the boardwalk.
Yeah, we couldn't take him for a walk. He
Yeah.
had his own seat, his
Yeah.
own bed.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful spending time with Karen, and then we headed north, and then we had a wonderful meetup in Orlando. Another
That
one.
was a fantastic gathering.
About a dozen people showed up. We're in the parking lot of a microbrewery or whatever, or local brewery, and that was wonderful. Look at all those happy faces.
And we cleared the rain for that event.
See anybody? Yeah, is anybody here in the chat
Is Danielle
today?
here?
Is Danielle or Lisa? I don't know if Lisa's here or not, but some of these folks you've seen, and we've known. None of these people we had met in person before. I don't believe, right?
Nope.
They were all people we knew from online or from different, and a couple of people from my music past.
Right?
From-
It was crazy. It was amazing. It was so amazing.
That was wonderful. And let's see here. We're getting toward the then we
yeah, she's usually here. She must be celebrating.
so
And Oakley, her daughter.
this is the Villages. That was our final stop where we spent an extra week there.
Right.
And that was wonderful. So that was just that was just one of the photos from there. And then there's our hosts, the people the reason we spent time in the Villages. That's Jesse and Joanna.
Oh my gosh, we love them so much.
Wonderful people, and we're planning on going back and spending the entire month of May there.
Not the entire month of May.
Yeah, and I think that is the extent of our year back. So yeah, again, it's a great time to reflect and just be thankful for what great things, what things
What a
do we
beautiful
cherish.
life. Yeah, we're living, and how grateful we are. And as we travel throughout the country, we would love to meet you too. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's just like we just have so much fun just meeting you, and it's amazing. It's always amazing. It's always a big love fest.
So we know we pretty much are set on going to Florida the entire month of May. So if you're in that area, we can create something.
Yeah.
Come down and visit us, or what we might. I like the idea of doing something in Orlando. I don't know. It's all we'll let you know as it gets closer. We're thinking about over the summer heading to the northeast part of the U.S.
Yes.
That's I've never really spent much time in those states at all, and so that would be a wonderful opportunity. Yeah, because I know a number of you live in that area.
Right.
And we're going to go into summer when it's not cold. Right?
For sure.
All right, we're going to do another fun song here. Let me tell you. So you got your.
I'm ready.
Got your thing there. So this friend of mine, a good friend of ours, Maria, sent me this link months ago, saying here's a Christmas song that I think you can have some fun with, and it was a John Denver version.
Love John Denver.
Of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, where he had this these kids singing in the background, embellishing words at the end of each line, and so I took that, but I took the artistic liberty of changing the words that they embellish. Pooki's going to play the part of that.
I'm going to be the kid.
The children's choir.
How fun.
Okay,
I love this part.
So this is going to be kind of silly.
Whoa, it's going to be super silly.
It is. So let me get a drink here before we go into this. I've never played this song, well, except the time, just recently.
I never sang this song until yesterday.
Yeah. Here we go. Ready? Oh, I need some reverb.
All right.
Ready, Pookie?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose,
like a light bulb.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
His nose!
All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names.
Like Pinocchio?
They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games.
Like Pokemon!
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Oh!
Then all the reindeer loved him.
You're the best!
As they shouted out with glee.
Whoopee!
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
A reindeer?
You'll go down in history.
Like Da Vinci!
So I was really liking this, coming up with these embellishing lyrics. We did some alternate ones. We're going to go through the whole thing again with some extra words. Here we go. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, had a very shiny nose,
like a candle.
And if you ever saw it,
looky there,
you would even say it glows.
Like a lava lamp.
All of the other reindeer,
all of them,
used to laugh and call him names.
You're a weirdo.
They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game.
Like Wordle.
And one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
ho, ho, ho,
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him.
You rock!
As they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer,
rock star!
You'll go down in history.
Like Einstein, like Shakespeare, like Elvis, and Boogie Lee and Bob.
Oh, that was silly, but I hope you liked
Really funny, silly, something silly. Something silly this way comes.
Something silly this way is already coming on. All right, let's see here. What the heck are we doing? Let's see here. Well, oh boy, my gosh, this is such a weird format. I got to keep my eye on it. Not a weird format, just an unusual one.
Different. It's
Christmas.
a Christmas format.
Yeah, we don't need to shake
it's
things up.
Christmasized.
So here's what I want you to do. Bob's Comedy Corner. I'm going to be making up some Christmas songs that have never been sung before in a doo-wop music style. Let me pick 2 or 3 topics. So what I need from you, and it takes a little time for you to enter them or think about it and put them in for me to see them. So I'm going to give you this prompt now. talk about some other stuff, and then I'm going to come back and pick and choose some things. Maybe, Pookie, you can join me. But what I need is either a title or a topic, an unusual topic or title for a doo-wop Christmas song, all right? So just put in your topic in there or make up a title, and I will do my best. I'm going to make something up on the spot with 2 or 3 of them for the Bob's Comedy Corner segment. So start putting those in there. And then I'll come back to that. I want to remind you, in the meantime, while you're putting those in there, that one of the ways we're really getting out more and more meaty information and inspirational material via email. And so if you're not already on the email list, I want to encourage you to do that. And it's real easy to do. And here we go. Oh, there we go. You just go to bobbakerinspiration.com, bobbakerinspiration.com, and you can get on the email list. You'll see you quickly find a place to enter your name and your email, click submit, and then you have to go over to your inbox. Oh my gosh. You have to go over to your inbox and click on a confirmation email to confirm that you're a person, and then we will get those to you. Sandy, oh my gosh, thank you so much for this generous super chat.
Sandy, we love you.
You are the best.
Yes, Sandy was at our retreat in July. She came. It was wonderful to have her with us. That was awesome. I'm so grateful that you're here, so thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, and she was in a number of those photos.
She was. She was in the,
that we showed earlier.
Patreon and whatnot, right?
In the
So
July
good.
event in
Yep.
particular.
We love Sandy.
All right.
Sandy's an amazing coach. Yep.
So thank you for putting those topics in there. Pine needles on the floor. That is a good one. Is gifts for pets? I assume that is the doo-wop one. Let's see.
Maybe put a hashtag in front of it or something so that we can
know.
identify it.
Although I can pretty much do it at anything. I like Rudolph's nose battery needs to be recharged. Okay. Very, 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 very nice. I also had here. This is while I'm waiting for you to populate those suggestions in there. It's sort of like. This is kind of U.S. based, and a lot of it's based on the commercial, on the toy aspect or the pop culture aspect of Christmas, but just some dates or some years that things happened, and some of you might appreciate some of this. 1924. Did you know the Thanksgiving parade actually started as a Christmas parade in 1924?
No.
And then at some point it shifted to Thanksgiving instead of Christmas.
I had no idea.
1925. General Electric makes artificial lights more accessible.
What?
1930, that first Coca-Cola ad featuring Santa debuts. I know you're shocked by that. And then we come into like toys, like when the toys, there were popular toys over the years. Did you know that 1934 was the debut of the Shirley Temple doll? Way before our time.
Wow.
But still, I didn't even know there was a Shirley Temple doll. I knew she was popular back then.
Yeah, she was really popular.
1936 was when the rise of Monopoly. So I guess these were years that was this was like a big Christmas present in these years. But Monopoly went all the way back to 1936.
Did you know that Monopoly was first created by a woman?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and it was to help people understand how to manage money, how to use money.
Wow.
And then Milton Bradley did some really not nice things.
Oh, I did not look up. I'll ask Chat GPT for the history of Monopoly.
Do it.
1938. I think Superman, the comic book, was born. I think that was the debut.
Wow.
I think.
All on Christmas?
So I have to get back to her on that. Let's see here. 1939, Little Green Army Men.
Yeah.
The little plastic green army men.
You can still get them.
Yeah, I think they made their debut. 1941 was the first public performance of Irving Berlin's White Christmas, sung by Bing Crosby on his.
Wow, that was the year of my mother's birth.
41.
Yeah.
His radio show on Christmas Day. That was its debut. Irving Berlin's most popular song. Oh, remember Little Golden Books?
I do. Little Pokey Puppy.
I don't know about that. Who was that again?
The Little Pokey Puppy.
Little Pokey Puppy?
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I had Golden Books, but they made their debut and hit the shelves in 1942.
I wonder if you can even find Golden Books anymore. 1946,
the movie It's a Wonderful Life was released. But did you know it was considered like it was panned. It was not very popular until like the 70s when the company that owned the movie forgot to renew the copyright, and it became like in the public domain, and all these cable channels started running it.
Wow.
And then it became more popular after that.
Wow, really?
Yeah, It's a Wonderful. 46 is when
Jimmy
it came out.
Stewart, you're kidding me.
Mr. Potter, you sit there and you spin your web and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, I'm sorry, I'm channeling Jimmy there.
Yeah.
1947,
sometimes.
Miracle on 34th Street came out.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now we're going to get into some toys here. 1949. Did you know that Silly Putty came out in 1949?
49?
And it was one of those things where it was like I forgot it was something was made for another purpose by a company and it failed. It didn't work for that purpose, but they repurposed it for Silly Putty.
Yeah.
Ooh. 1952, the first toy commercial airs, I'm guessing on TV. 1952, it was for Mr. Potato Head. Yes, indeed, 1952.
Mr. Potato Head started it all.
That's right. First TV commercial for a Christmas present, or for toy commercial. 1953, Eartha Kitt's Santa Baby takes over the airwaves.
53?
1953. Wow. 1957, Dr. Seuss releases How the Grinch Stole Christmas in book form. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, my goodness. These are great, Bob.
1958, different type of hula, but hula hoops sweep the nation.
58?
1958. Oh, this is, well, for better or worse, 1959, Barbie dolls come. The world meets Barbie.
Yeah.
1960, the year I was born, Etch-a-Sketch.
1960, Etch-a-Sketch. I remember having so much fun with that. Gosh, like... I'm sure that most of the people and most of the kids, if they're under 20, have no idea what we're talking about.
And if you remember,
Mr. Potato Head, really, come on now.
If you remember these gifts or these toys, if you're old enough for that, or even if you just are aware of them,
I remember what we used to do with Silly Putty. We would push it into the newspaper comics.
Oh yeah,
and it would make it would print the picture.
Yeah.
Right, and then your Silly Putty would get really dirty really fast.
But you creative way of use of this.
Yeah.
The song we just did, Rudolph, the stop motion animated the version of that came out in 1964.
Oh, no wonder I love that one so much. We got to watch that one today, babe.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Oh, but then very next year, 1965, A Charlie Brown Christmas becomes an instant classic. I love that one too. 1966 is when Kwanzaa emerges as a response to Christmas.
Oh, perfect.
So that's awesome.
Beautiful.
1970, Jose Feliciano releases Feliz Navidad. We plan on ending with that today. Another toy that took the world or the country by storm, 1975. The Pet Rock.
Do you remember that? I remember that. We were buying rocks for people.
It's the Pet
I
Rock.
wonder where those rocks are now. I wonder if there's anybody who still has a pet rock.
Hopefully there's a shelter somewhere.
I mean, I have a lot of pet rocks, but it wasn't like the original pet rock. But, I mean, think of it. How amazing. They got you to buy something that was already on the ground everywhere that you could just pick up for free.
Let's see here. Just a couple more. 1980, Rubik's Cube hits the shelves.
I remember those.
One of your favorite movies, 1983, Pooki, A Christmas Story. Changes the landscape.
That movie.
That's a great one. Was it Fragile? Is that part of that one? 1993, the Beanie Baby craze takes the world by storm. 1994, Mariah Carey releases All I Want for Christmas Is You, one of the more popular modern-day Christmas songs. And then 2001, the birth of the Ugly Sweater Party.
Wait a minute. In 1970, was it 70? No, 1980, Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. There's...
Was there a reference to that?
I didn't. Obviously, in my list, it didn't make it on there. But yeah.
Well, I remember it because I had a little girl at the time, and people were buying them for $10, and they were selling them online for $50. You couldn't get them anywhere, and this was back in the 1980s. It was crazy. It was crazy. I just remember Cabbage Patch Dolls. They were a big thing.
So thank you for our little walk down Christmas history there.
Crazy! Oh my gosh!
I think right now it's time for a special Christmas improv doo-wop musical version of It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should do be wah. Bob's Comedy Corner. Yes, indeed. So I obviously have not had any chance to prepare for these at all. I'm just going to take like maybe 3 different titles here, and I'm going to make up lyrics and rhymes for a doo-wop, a little doo-wop ditty for each of these. I'm going to start off with Lisa Shepard here, and I like this one right off the bat. Pine needles on the floor, and this I'm just going to see what happens here. Ready? In the form of a doo-wop song. One of my favorite things about Christmas is the tree. It fills my heart with so much glee. There's yummy things we all can eat. Now I've got needles sticking out of my feet, 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 of my feet. All right. Gifts for pets. I don't know. That's one there. That I'm assuming that was a topic for. Maybe we'll do more than 3. Let's see here. The word, I'm not sure what this word means. I'm trying to think of something that rhymes with poochie. What does hoochie mean? Is that something? Is that a derogatory term?
Don't use that one.
Okay.
Gucci.
Okay. Well, here we go. Gift for pets.
I'm sure they have Gucci pets.
Keone is so spoiled. He gets all the treats. People fall in love with whenever they meet. Some think he deserves to wear Gucci, but like Pooki said earlier, he's wearing Poochie, wearing Poochie, wearing Poochie, wearing Poochie, wearing Poochie, wearing Poochie.
Thanks, Leanne.
Yeah, that was often. And then Deanne here's got Rudolph's nose battery needs to be recharged. Okay, you want to try your hand on one? No, you're not into making up lyrics on the spot?
No way I would do that.
Okay. Rudolph's nose battery needs to be recharged. He lights up the sky on Christmas Eve. He never has any pet peeves. When it's time to revisit, when his nose runs out, you think he would bolt. Santa just needs to give him a new 9 volts, a new 9 volts, new 9 volts, new 9 volts, new 9 volts, new 9 volts. So these are just little ditties made up on the spot, based on your suggestions.
So silly.
Were there any reindeer with boots on making a clatter? Oh, sour cream and onion gingerbread boy. Hark the harried angels sing. Pick one of these for me. Let's see here. So you like Hark the Herald, sour cream and onion gingerbread boy?
Well, I like the tap dancing Grinch.
Where was that?
It's a little below there. Keep going. There it is. No, you just passed it. It's at the top. There, right there. Oh, yeah, it was Jacob's.
Tap dancing Grinch. Tap dancing Grinch. All right. Hang on a second. Okay.
Sometimes it takes a minute.
I like the Grinch. He is so green. So many people think that he is mean. He likes to eat everything. He likes to eat. I never knew he was so light on his feet. 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 There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That has been a special Christmas edition of
Oh my God.
It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should do be why. Bob's Comedy Corner. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in on those choruses, Pooki. Let's see here. We are, there's still, oh my God, there's still like a couple more songs to go. I want to remind you again that we are giving away a special Christmas gift for you. It's in the link in the description, but it's 5 pages with 2 like affirmation sheets that you can cut out and print off and pin around your house. They're in color, but you don't have to have a color printer. I think they'll be fine if you print it off black and white as well. But it's our gift to you. I've been meaning to do that and realize that there's a lot of powerful affirmations that we share. They're from graphics that we've used on Sunday mornings. But you can print those off, and if you can find those helpful, have at it. Boy. You want to continue doing everything we got planned here?
It's
all right.
Christmas.
That's right. So we're going to do something else.
If you got to go, we understand.
Yeah.
But if you can stick around for a little more Christmas fun, it's just Christmas.
The Christmas edition, that's right.
Yeah.
Sha Christmas do be, sha Christmas wah. This is another song from the Elvis Presley Christmas album. Let me go ahead and get a drink here. Pooki will be playing the part of the Jordanaires.
Oh, yeah, all 3 of them.
Yep, that's right. Was there 3? It might have been 4. I don't know. All right, here we go.
All right.
And this is one of my. I definitely need some reverb on this one. I just love the upbeat songs. Yeah, he'll go ahead and hit that. Whoa.
There went my microphone.
I think you still need to hit. There you go. Oh, so this there is a part for you, whether you're by yourself with other people. There's a sing along part. So whenever you're it's your turn to sing, you're going to sing this line
You'll
2
see
times.
my mouth moving.
That's right. Singing along with Pooki, but you sing this line twice every time it comes to this part. And here it is real simply. It's Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me. That's all you have to do. 2 times.
That's it.
It comes in a number of times throughout the song, as we're going to start with it. All right?
Okay, ready?
So here, I'm going to give you a count.
Thanks for letting me know.
1, 2, 3, 4. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Santa, bring my baby back to me.
I don't need a lot of presents.
Oh, no.
To make my Christmas bright. I just need my baby's arms wrapped around me tight. Well, Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
The Christmas tree is ready. The candles all aglow. With my baby far away, what good is a mistletoe? Well, Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Please make those reindeer hurry.
Oh, yeah.
The time is drawing near.
Oh, no.
It sure won't seem like Christmas, well, until my baby's here.
Oh, that's right.
Don't fill my sock with candy. No bright and shiny toy. If you wanna make me happy and fill my heart with joy, then Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Please, make those reindeer hurry. Hey, the time is drawing near. It sure won't seem like Christmas, well, until my baby's here. I don't fill my sock with candy. No bright and shiny toy. But if you wanna make me happy and fill my heart with joy, then Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Santa, bring my baby back. Will Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me.
Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Yeah! And you can see Santa did it. I'm here.
That's right. Deanne says it's Mrs. Claus dance time. Love that.
That's right.
Just want to acknowledge some people that have joined us here. Well, Clara's still here. Deanne's still here. Marion, we'll get to have you here. Mercy and Yvette Brandy. Brian has joined us. Yay. Cherie and Jacob still in the house. Yvette. Lisa. Who's still?
Yvette.
Oh, Judy Carter. There's Judy. Yay.
Judy's here.
Is it Shalette or Chalet? Melody's still in the house. Mama Love. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for being here.
Brandy's here.
Indeed, yes. So we still
Carlene.
So a lot of people have been with us, for most of this. Let's see here. I think we pretty much. So here's what we're going to do a final song here momentarily, which we still got in about 90 minutes. And while we're doing that, post your top takeaway. We always like that. Like, what's your wish for this? What would you like them to post? Like, what's What's your Christmas wish?
What's your Christmas wish?
How are you feeling here?
Yeah. If you could have one thing that you could wish for on Christmas Day and you knew absolutely without a doubt it was going to come true, what would that wish be?
And what does Christmas mean?
If you had the magic Christmas wand that was filled with the spirit of Christmas.
What is that? Yeah, what does the Christmas spirit mean to you?
Matthew and Angela from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Welcome.
We still have our reverb on, so but we're gonna
leave it on. We're
gonna go into another song here. So we remember to take it off at the end because we're gonna highlight some of your takeaways here. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Sing along now. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. One more time. Feliz Navidad, ba 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 ba. Feliz Navidad, ba 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 ba. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, ba 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 ba. Feliz Navidad, ba 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 ba. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah! Yay!
No,
Isn't that
turn that.
awesome? So look at that. You know what I'm seeing? Like the theme that is present in most of these wishes are for people to feel loved and accepted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for peace to be on the earth, and you know, and that's really a beautiful, beautiful wish. If we could have that, wow. If we could wish that and have that.
Let's just highlight a few of those before we sign off on this Christmas morning. Anastasia says, Merry Christmas to all. May today be peaceful for everyone.
Yes, all across our beautiful mother.
Mercy says, my Christmas wish is to travel to Nigeria on January 20th to see my fiance in Nigeria.
Oh,
yes.
Mercy, yes. We pray that for you, too.
Absolutely.
I was wondering when that was going to pop in
RV for,
again.
I didn't mention RV for Pooki.
I know. We're still working on that. In fact, we are going to have an RV trip in 2023. I'm stating it right now.
With the Susans?
Yeah. We actually have, Grandma Susan she was one of the Native American elders, and when we went to Nauvoo, and she recently got an RV, and she said, oh my gosh, Bob and Pooki, you can definitely borrow my RV anytime. So that's how it's going to happen, folks. We're going to do it. We're doing that RV thing for Pooki.
That's right.
And Bob.
We're just borrowing someone's. We're going to get photos and video and share that with you. And Coyote, yes. Brandy says, I wish for peace that surpasses all understanding. That's a beautiful sentiment there. Thank you very much for sharing that. Jake was going to be popping into some of these quickly. Jacob Pop Takeaway, to become the best guardian of children, musician, and creative that I can be. That's Clara re-emphasizes Feliz Navidad. I hope we got those pronunciations right. I did my best. Lisa says, wishing all of you the merriest of Christmases. And yes, and Lisa, I know I've mentioned you more and more, but we're definitely thankful that you came into our world in such a big way this year. So you're going to be hearing a lot more from Lisa, who's going to be involved.
And also to mention that CEO is also helping.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna, and her and Andy.
Andy.
Well, CEO's the one who's
Andy's her husband, but and so just want to mention her here too, and just our gratitude to her contribution, and in helping us do what we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we need each other, right? You know that, right?
Clara
you
says,
can't do it all by yourself.
No,
you know that, right?
I tried for years. I did okay,
right?
but we're taking it up a notch.
Bob's learning how to do it with others.
I'm really
it's
the delegate.
So cool to watch.
Thank you for those sentiments, Clara.
Lisa and Gio are his guinea pigs.
There's Yolanda. We have good to have you here. Peace and happiness from her and her husband Marcus, family and friends.
Welcome, Yolanda.
That is awesome. Debbie says, my wish for peace and happiness for everyone.
Everyone.
Melody wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. Let's see. Yvette says, woohoo, that song is from Puerto Rico. Yay. Very cool.
Jose Feliciano.
Karen says, love and peace on earth. My Christmas wish is everyone to feel loved and accepted. Boy, isn't that? And that's kind of a big part of the work that we do, is it not? Absolutely. Hey, thanks for that, Corey. And I wish for peace for all. Yay, yay, yay. Anything came here at the bottom here before we... Great pronunciation. Thank you, Claire.
Oh, yay.
So, health and happiness to all in attendance, sensual virtuing hugs. Remember that even if you are by yourself, you are not alone. You are loved and supported.
Absolutely.
Cool. Sandy, there's Christmas wish for everyone to spread love, joy, and happiness. Not just for humans, but animals, insects, the whole planet, Mother Nature.
Yes, all of our relatives. Now wrap your brain around that one.
Mercy says, my takeaway is that money affirmations really helps change my life.
Don't they?
That's
I know,
cool.
right? To help you have a new relationship with abundance.
And I love you all. Thank you for being here this morning. That's awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Merry Christmas, Soul Tribe. I think that's the best way to put it, right? Right there. All right, everyone. We greatly appreciate you. And have the merriest of Christmas. Well, however you're celebrating it, just make it the best day possible.
Yeah.
And embrace the spirit of Christmas.
And bring love everywhere you go. Just shower it on everyone you see.
That's right. And it'll come back to you to make you feel. It'll make you feel good.
Yep. Your love changes the world. It really does. It really does.
All right. We're going to move on with our Christmas day. We'll see you again with more videos. We'll be
on
back.
New Year's Day.
Try to get up early.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to get up early. Way early.
That's right. We may be a little sleepy, but we're still going to be here for you. All right. Take care, everyone. We love you.
All right.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Bye for now.